So now I want to show you the interior of the vehicle. So you operate the conversion from both the pendant so that it will operate the door here. So as you look, this is going to be your hood. And when you hold this button, it will open the sliding door, which also in turn activates your 1,000-pound capacity in-floor ramp. And as it's deployed, the van also has a kneeling effect. So it's going to low down. It's going to account for an 8.8 degree angle, which is one of the lowest angles in the industry, allowing a little bit more of an ease access, whether it's a manual chair or a power chair. The other thing about this conversion that's really nice is you don't have the wheelchair ramp up here, which is going to be sitting next to the occupant. It's an in-floor ramp, which does two things for you. It opens up some more space inside, increases the safety. It allows a good majority of the wheelchair users to do a 360 inside the cabin here without an obstruction. With Toyota's permission to help accomplish that, we did flip the rear axle on it. The back seat here is going to have a footrest so that when people are sitting in the very back, you're not dangling your feet. You're sitting comfortably in the seat behind here. The other part of the conversion that's really nice that I love the most is the two front seats. The two front seats are both removable. If you want to go on a long trip and you don't want to be the only one that drives, you can take your passenger seat out. You can leave it in the garage with a covering so it's protected, and you can just have the driver's seat. Then if you want to share responsibilities, you're like, meh, I'm halfway through and I don't want to go anymore. You can switch the driver's seat to the passenger side, and then the wheelchair individual can drive some as well, kind of share that responsibility so you don't get too tired. The other nice thing about this is, the other part of the conversion, I should say, is the fact that there are these ground effects down here. These ground effects actually serve a couple of purposes. The first being well, let's be honest, it helps seamlessly transition this vehicle with the rest of the world because it just looks amazing. The other side of the coin is, on the 23s, there's a couple of sensors. Those sensors are for Park Smart. What that does is there's a button on the inside that when the wheelchair-bound individual leaves the vehicle, they push that, and if somebody parks right here, it says, hey, buddy, get out of the way. I would love to have that space so I can utilize my handicap ramp. The other side of the ground effects, too, is it's created to break away. So if you were to hit something before you damage the vehicle itself and total it out potentially, you will hear that breaking. And once that happens, you know that you're too close to something, so you might want to stop. But I think overall, Kunes is committed to being able to serve 100% of the community, and you can't serve the 100% of the community if you don't include the disability community. And that's what this van is going to seamlessly do for you. So I want to thank you for joining me today in this walk around of this 23 Toyota Sienna van, and I hope I can see you in the driver's seat someday.